Lovely day, isn't it? I do love this time of year. All the different birds come out. You can see thousands of different species. Not my favourite though. My favourite is the blue jay, after all. But you won't see a blue jay this far south. Not at this time of year. Yes, it's me. Congratulations. I can't believe you're still making me use that stupid code like I'm some kind of rookie. So, you called? For the first time in months. Glad to know that your phone still works. Now what's this about? How am I doing? Well, that would entirely depend on what you meant. If you meant how am I doing right this second, then annoyed would have to be the principal emotion that comes to mind, seeing as you have just gone and thrown a massive spanner in my plans for the day. But if you meant how am I doing in general, then I'm doing fine. No thanks to you. I'm enjoying my retirement, my sleepy little life away from the agency, and away from you. But I knew that this peace would never last, that eventually I would be dragged back in, kicking and screaming. And I just knew somehow, that it would have something to do with you. What do I mean? Oh, come now. How many years were we partners at the agency? More than I care to remember. And more than you probably can. And in all those years, how many times did I save your ass? Both figuratively and literally. Again, more than I care to remember, more than you probably can. I knew that once I left, you would eventually need me again. Need someone to dig you out of the pile of shit that you have somehow miraculously buried yourself under. And what better person to help than the person that had been helping for years? Though I have to admit, I did expect when you broke my heart that you would cease thrusting these duties upon me. But it seemed that you were even more shallow than even I gave you credit for. Of course you disagree. That's what you do best, remember? But very well, I am a fair man. Prove me wrong. Tell me, what did you arrange this meeting for? Was it for closure? Was it to check up on how I'm doing? You know, a normal ex would just text. Or was it perhaps for some personal gain? And there it is. There it is. The look. The look that made you have to reset enhanced interrogation resistance training twice. Your poker face really has not gotten any better, has it? You want something. You need help. And you've come to me to ask for it. How predictable. Give me a break. Whoa. Hey. Lower the piece. Jesus, what's wrong with you? It's coffee. I told you I'm retired. I don't work with poisons anymore. The closest thing to a poison I work with is wine. Hell, maybe the odd spirit if I'm feeling particularly adventurous. What's wrong with you? I've not been the Adder in a long time. They haven't taken that nickname and given it to someone else, have they? Because there was a reason why they gave it to me. I was one of the best poison masters in that entire agency, and Adder was quite clever as it is Scotland's only poisonous snake. Look, you're killing me here, okay? I mean, literally, you're almost killing me from the looks of it. I don't think I've ever seen you so twitchy before. Look, if I put down the flask, will you just tell me what's going on? Thank you. Right. There. It's away. You have been saved from the dangers of caffeine. Now, talk. Hello everyone, it's Pebble, and thank you for listening to that excerpt from this month's Patreon audio. If you want to listen to the rest of it and you want to find out why the listener has been back in contact with their ex, who, as you can tell, has been slighted by them, then you can hear the rest of the 30-minute audio on Patreon. Just a few things. As you know, we like to have a few minutes after any preview where I sit and talk to you and cover any updates that we want to discuss about the channel and the communities. The communities to future and such. And I don't really script this, I just kind of do it off the cuff, which is why sometimes I stutter and stammer and mince my words. So you are getting the raw, unfiltered take here. But firstly, I wanted to thank everyone in our little community for helping us reach 60,000 members. That is a huge achievement, and I am very, very grateful to every single one of you. I'm happy to see that we have such an active and vocal and supportive community, both to myself and to each other. It warms the heart and it keeps me doing this, in all honesty. Seeing members support each other and agree with each other and joke with each other in the comments and on Patreon and in the Discord, it does warm the heart. And to know that I am even partially responsible for creating a community which acts as a safe place for so many people, it really is. It's an honour. The police have decided they wanted to join in, so they've just zoomed by with their sirens on. Speaking of safe place, I suppose. Yes, so thank you all very much for that. I also wanted to mention that after some waiting, that the third episode of David's story, which was, for some people who are new to the server, the community, David was the bully that became the boyfriend, and everyone thought that after season 1 that was it, and then season 2 came about, and it kind of stalled a little bit, not going to lie. So now we are trying very hard to get the second season rolling. We've got 2 episodes out so far, and the third one we have all the lines for now. So we are just waiting on me editing. editing. Sorry, it's late for me, ironically enough. The ASM artist that can't sleep. We're just waiting on me getting the energy to edit. It's quite a big task doing these story audios, so it takes a certain amount of psyching up. I really need to hype myself up for it, because it does end up becoming a 5 or 6 hour long editing session to get it done, with lots of coffee. But yes, so we should be looking for that in the next, I'd say, 2 weeks. So probably not the next audio, but the one after that. It will be the David Season 2 Episode 3, and that will be given early access on Patreon. I'll probably also do a live viewing on Patreon, and then we'll do a live premiere on here afterwards. But Patreon shall be getting... Oh, goodness me. What is going on? I'm boring even myself here. And if it's working this much on me, I can only hope that it's helping you fall asleep too, listening to my boring voice. But yes, Patreon will be getting an early viewing, as per usual. But I will keep you all informed on the community page with what's happening. And finally, I would just like to extend an opportunity we'll say. I'm kind of aware that you all like more story-driven stuff with me. And I'm perfectly happy to do that, and we've had many series over the years. God, it's almost been... Oh my God, why am I yawning so much? It's almost been... If I yawn again, I'll just cut this and try again. But yeah, it's almost been, 4 years in December? God. Feeling old, but we've had a lot of stories, and the well, unfortunately, is starting to run a little dry. So if anyone has any ideas for potential series, that's a bit hard. I'm trying to really doctor my accent to make myself understandable here, but I'm tripping over words. Yeah, if you have any ideas for potential series, then do let me know. And we can perhaps see about getting something sorted. Maybe get a new mini-series going. As you know, I do like to do my series in episodes of 6. But I could even do it in a mini-series of 3 or 4 episodes. The villain series, I'll keep the ball rolling with that. I'll probably have the next episode out by mid-November, late November. The superhero series is going to take a back seat, I think, just until I can get the villain series done. I just want to wrap that up first, because it's one thing working on multiple universes at once, with jumping over to David's universe and jumping over to the villain universe. But when the villain and the hero share the same universe, just different timelines apart, or like time, like one's in the past, one's in the present, I don't want to work on both at the same time, because it can get a bit messy. So yeah, the superhero series might take a little bit of a backseat, and I hope terribly that you won't hold it against me. But yeah, I think that's about it. Live streams are still on hold. It's just internet here isn't the best, but I'm trying my best, and we'll see if we can get one scheduled. I can feel another yawn coming on, and I'm really trying to fight it here. My God. But yes, I would like to thank you all again for helping me forge such a beautiful community, which is quite rare on the internet these days. And keep it up. Keep being supportive. Keep being pleasant and nice and friendly, and love each other, really. Anyway, enough of me being sappy. I am going to try and get a nap, and I hope by this point you will all be sufficiently ready to do the same. Right. Well, Good night, everyone. See you in the next one.